Good morning YouTube, you'll have to excuse the noise. I'm down here outside Parkside, Melton Mowbray Council offices. Now the other day I noticed that there was a flag that was flying. Where are the flags? That one is a cult flag. It's called the LGBTQ4K cult flag. The council should not be fucking flying that monstrosity of a piece of shit of flag. If it was the normal pride flag, I'd have no problem with it, but it isn't. It's the cult flag for LGBTQ4K. That ain't on. And as we look round the car park, looks like they're cutting it all up to install something. I don't know what. Not happy about that flag at all. I won't go over because they've got the Melton in Bloom there and they're doing their bit on the garden and stuff. They do make Melton look nice. But yeah, with the LGBTQ flag being up there, that ain't fucking on. That shouldn't be up there. Now I'll show you a little clip that I found about I think a council has actually banned one of the flags from being flown other than the St George's flag or the Union flag as well. So that was Reform UK. Now Reform will be in town this weekend. Again, I'm going to mention it while I can. They've got a new Facebook page, of which I'll try and remember to leave a link in the description for. The reason I've come down today basically is I was going to go and take a walk around Pedigree Master Foods, because apparently they've got some new paintwork down there and stuff like that, so we'll take a walk down there and see what it looks like. What I'll do is if I can get across the road in one piece, I'll start the video once I'm there. Now just behind me here there's a car wash and what looks like Asian lads all wearing masks. Now I know they use chemicals and everything, but they're walking around with masks on even when they're not working. You see down there? Maybe needs to be checked out. What do you think? Anyway, let's get down Pet Foods. Now I sometimes like to take a walk along here because it's a little rat run for certain types of activity, if you want to put it like that. Up in these bushes and shit. But while it's all overgrown and everything, I can't really see a lot. So what I'll do is I'm going to take a walk down to Pedigree Master Foods, take a look at what's been done to it, because I haven't done a video for a long time. I'm also, whilst I'm walking around looking for fly tipping and things like that, we'll be doing a lot more of those videos. But that used to be Doreen's second-hand shop. Now Pedigree Master Foods used to be the main employee or employer in Melton Mowbray, and basically it's owned by Mars. They make pet foods. They're also known to make Uncle Ben's and chocolate, so Mars bars, Snickers, things like that, all under the Mars name. I think they make Uncle Ben's rice as well and a couple of other names as well. So they're quite a big company. I believe it was owned by the guy's son now, Forrest I think his name is, unless he's passed away as well. I'm not 100% sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. But with technology moving on and everything else, they're getting a lot more robots doing the work for them and stuff like that. This place across here, that used to be an MOT centre. It's now a signs centre, whatever that means. I'll have to check that place out. Looks like they do signs and stuff. It looks awesome. Wonder if they've got a YouTube channel. It's like neon signs and all that sort of stuff. I'd love to work there. That'd be awesome, that would. But here we go into Pedigree Master Foods. It's all opened up to the public now. The reason I've come down is because I promised a particular person that I'd come down and take a look at the new artwork. Now I used to come fishing down here years ago when I was a lad, when I was nothing more than a spunk bubble. But you can see just here, look, very industrial. This isn't an audit before anybody says anything. Pet Foods don't normally bother you. I believe DJ Audits has been down here and done an audit at the far end of the place, but I'm walking on a public footpath through the centre of it. I don't believe DJ actually knew this existed, otherwise he'd have ridden through it. Shout out to DJ. There's a couple of others I'd like to shout out to. English Ned, thank you for shouting out my channel. On your channel, on your live, Street Switch, English Ned. Cheers for that, buddy. Much appreciated. But as you can see, this used to be the main entrance to Pedigree Master Foods. I worked here a couple of times. Agency work. My dad was an associate. Just there, that big thing, the bridge that goes across there, is one of the canning lines. Or it used to be a canning line. It looks like pouches now. They're pouches, I believe. Yeah, they're pouches or something, or boxes or something like that. But that's one of the lines that takes it from this side to that side. Now all done by robotics. But here's the new paintwork, or artwork, if you want to put it like that. I don't know who does this. Shout out to the people that do it. Look at it. Grab a photo of it whilst I'm here. It goes all the way down here. I mean, look at the detail in that. Let's get a photo there. I'll try and include the photos in the video. But this is what's been done. The detail they've gone into is even painting that block down there. I mean, that's absolutely bloody nuts. The detail on that is nuts. Window cleaning. There's some description, people working at the back here. But yeah, this used to be all overgrown, and this wasn't very good either. It was all like puddles and shit like that. But Pet Foods tend to take very good care of the river and the waterway down here. They use the water from the river, and it's a known fact that the water that gets put back into the river is actually cleaner than when it was put into the factory. Now I know that for a fact because obviously my dad worked here for nearly 30 years, and my dad's dad worked here. And again, there's your canteen at the top there. Pet Foods canteen, and a little sitting area for in the summer. They do look after their employees. I've got nothing bad to say about the place, personally. But again, I mean, it's one of those things, isn't it? You get these auditors that go along and try and antagonise people for the simple fact they want to get a reaction out of someone. Well, I don't do that. I tried doing some auditing videos and it just wasn't me. It's not my thing. So I don't bother with it anymore. I think I did 2 and I never posted them. Why would you want to embarrass someone just because they didn't know something? Now here we come down to what is known as Pike Hole. This has all been redone, hasn't it? And they've painted the... Oh, it's brand new. Okay. Let's take a quick look up here. I don't know what's up here. Obviously part of Pet Foods, but yeah, they've done everything out. They've put a new bridge in by the looks of it. Let me just make sure I don't get this guy on camera because he's just walking home from work or wherever it is he's been. I'm sure he doesn't want me putting him on bloody camera. Now, it's very peaceful down here. I'm going to take a walk from one end to the other. So what I'll do is I'll cut the video in a few minutes after we've had a look at Pike Hole, and we'll go from there. But yeah, I mean, all this is Pike Hole. I used to come fishing down here a lot. We used to find all sorts in here, magnet fishing. I believe one of my friends found a motorbike once dumped in here. But look at that. I mean, that is pretty cool, isn't it? Let me just make sure this lady can walk by. It's all right. I won't take a photo of you or anything. Sorry. I just won't get you on camera. Yeah, I was trying to get a picture of this.
You sure? Well, I don't care.
You probably improve it, mate, if anything. Isn't this beautiful?
Yeah, it used to be better.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Let me just pause the video a minute. So I've just been told by a passerby that this used to be painted. It had like a mural on it, and the kids had done it and everything. And now it's been repainted and made bigger. And there used to be one also under this bridge down here. So what I'll do is I'll take a photo of this. I think it looks nice. I think it looks beautiful, but maybe other people will disagree. Let's get a photo. And that's Pike Hole, where the train track goes straight across the top of it. It separates into 3 tunnels underneath, if you can see that. I'll take you down to where it backs onto Baldock's Lane. This river goes all the way up there. Now, Pet Foods have done all this. I don't know how much they've spent on it, but there's about 70 odd acres of land that Pet Foods actually own, and they like to look after the land that they own. I mean, they've made this open to the public. They don't have to open it to the public, I believe, but they do, which is, to me, a nice thing to do, isn't it? Yeah, they've done it all out. That is nice. Well, what a detriment to Pedigree Master Foods and Mars with what they've actually done with this place. Very surprising, very impressive. It's beautiful. This will make a nice summer walk for anybody. Just want to show you this, hang on. I don't know what you call one of them, but it's beautiful, isn't it? Let's get a quick photo of that. Yeah, I covered my own camera then. That wasn't the cleverest thing I've done. See if I can get down here. There's a... No, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk further up this path. I've got some photos. It looks like I've got some photos of the bridge, the train bridge. Now, I know this leads up to Pet Foods Sports Ground. I don't know what that's used for nowadays, but I used to go this way to work every single day. And it was obviously just mud and fucking Christ knows what else. It was a bit of a mess back in the day. But now Pet Foods have done this to it. I'm very surprised. In fact, I'm very impressed. Now, this where I'm just about to walk used to be a massive waterfall. I'll show you what I mean in a moment. You'll see exactly what I mean in a minute. But I believe this is the River Reek, Weir, Reek, whatever you want to call it. No access. Could have fooled me. Look at that. Just so you can get the scale of it. All this is usually overpouring with water down here. Now you can walk on it. We used to walk on it and it used to be very, very slippery. But with this time of year, obviously with it being spring and the recent hot weather we've had, it's actually dried up at the moment. So we used to play on here as kids. The water isn't so deep at the bottom. I wonder if I can get a photo up the river. Messing about on the river. Anyway, let's get a picture of this and continue on our journey through Pedigree Master Foods. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk all the way back down Saxby Road into town and grab a cup of coffee because I'm quite thirsty. We'll get a photo of this as well. Again, as I was saying, Pet Foods do use the water that comes from this river, but it's always cleaner when it goes back in the river than what it is when it comes out. And you can see it's still drying up and gone a bit stagnant, but I'll include these photos unedited in the video if I remember. Ooh. so you can see where I am. It's beautiful. And we're going to start by walking down this way a little bit. They've done all the embankments as well. Don't know whether you can see that over there, look. They've secured all the embankments to make sure they're not falling into the river, and created this little oasis for everybody to come and enjoy, for everybody to come and look at, take a walk round with the dogs and family and stuff. But with the industrial part still up the way there. So let's take a walk further down. Now I believe this still comes to a bridge, but there's another waterfall here, of which I used to skive school. Yeah, it's a dead end here. I might have to make this 2 videos. But look at that. That's all been redone, that has. All of it. Let's get a photo here. And there you go. Again, a really nice area. Apart from, I don't know what company that is, but I think they need to tidy the fucking yard up a little bit, don't you? That's quite bad. But I'm going to take a walk back into town now and go and get myself a nice hot cup of coffee and meet a friend and have a bit of a chinwag. Now I don't know if this is the end of the video or not. If it is, I'll do an outro now. Please like and subscribe. Go and hit the notification bell. It costs nothing to subscribe. 40% of you don't subscribe to my channel but watch my videos regularly. If you want more content like this, I'm going to be going around. I'll tell you what I'm going to be doing. I'll still be doing the reform tents and things like that, going around looking for fly tipping and reporting it. I did yesterday. If you go and watch last video, up the back lanes, I was on my bike and I went and spotted a load of fly tipping and reported it through the app that you can download to your phone. I'll try and remember the name of the app if I continue this video. Anyway, let me go and grab a cup of coffee because I'm really parched. So we're walking past here and I just thought I'd show you this for the second time. Here we go. There's who's done it by the looks of it. And I've just been talking to a lovely couple that were explaining to me about what was happening and everything. And look at this. Look at that. That's unbelievable. It goes all the way down. Oh, I'll take a slow walk down so you can see it properly. I know I've said this already about the art and stuff, but you can have a second look. Look at that. And what a lovely walk. Something a little more positive this morning, eh? What do you reckon to that? So there you go. I'm going to get into town. See you guys later. Thank you. You too. Just met a lovely couple who was taking the dog for a walk and everything. Just sort of explaining about pet foods and how it used to employ a lot of people. Apparently only a couple of hundred people work here now. So again, with all the factories shutting, I know it's still positive, don't worry. Factories shutting left, right and centre in Melton. Certain councillors have actually got new factories being put in Melton and stuff like that. Big up. There's something wrong with my bloody WhatsApp. I can't work it out. It seems to have done something with my number. I don't know what's happening. I've still got to take my phone to the phone shop. So if you can't get in touch with me through WhatsApp, my apologies. It's nothing personal. Let's turn the camera back around. So So there you go. When I get into town, I'm going to walk Rosebery Avenue way, I think. If I see any fly tipping, I'm going to record that. Now this place across the road right on the corner used to be called Doreen's Second Hand Shop, and the reason I remember it is because that's where I bought my first set of boxing gloves from, because I joined the Rosebery Avenue Boxing Club, and then from there I went to a private trainer. That was a few years ago, and this used to be Doreen's Second Hand Shop. I'll show you where the boxing club was. So at the end of the street here, where this new build is, where you can see the traffic cone and everything else, this used to be the boxing club on Rosebery Avenue. Now this has been like this for some time, and it's a right fucking mess. I don't know what it's going to be or what it's trying to be, but yeah, that's what's left from Melton Boxing Club. One of the older streets in Melton, I believe, pre-war. Backing onto the Carnage Museum. Very close to town. Very convenient for people that live down here. There's a private area here with lots of fly tipping at the back of it. Not good. Typical Monday in Melton. Most of the shops are shut. We've got a new Melton Best Grill across the road that's recently opened because we needed another restaurant along with the other 1,500 restaurants and hairdressers and things like that we've got. Apparently it's really good. They do kebab meat and everything else. There's this place here that's been taken over. It used to be a male hairdresser's. It's now been done out by the same demographic. Again, we've got more Asian shops, more cafes, more second-hand shops, a pharmacy, a day and night pharmacy, King's Barbers, Jasmine House, Bargain Booze. How does that all sound when I say that? I didn't press record, so I'll do it again. Warning, private parking permit holders only, BT operatives, livered vehicles only. What's that say? Why do BT never take care of the buildings properly? They always look shit. Look at it. Fucking mess. Now some years ago I remember this part here, it's just here away from the cinema, being excavated. I don't know what they'd found. If anybody knows anything, leave a comment, but it was definitely excavated by archaeologists. So there was something here before, but now it's got these peace barriers put up, if you want to put it like that, so it's obviously being preserved for something. What I do not know. And as you've seen in the last video that I just did round the corner there, what a bloody mess round the back of some of these fucking shops. Should be made to tidy them up. Does anybody know what this is about? Because I haven't got a clue. Sabo Rats SC Scooter Club. So I'm out with a friend, and just to piss the lefties off, we've got one way. Obey! More stickers for the lefties. Ooh. And more. And then the lefties decided to get a black pen and mark out all of the other ones. I've done this before, but I'm doing it again anyway. Aim high, vote low apparently.